What's up? This is Beast Boy, and I love ya. Yeah, boy.
Thanks, man.
Hello everybody, it's me Alex Hunted, and as you have just saw, you may or may not have just seen at the start, I got a special video from Greg Sipes, voice of Beast Boy, when I met him at MCM Con this year. Didn't you guys enjoy that video that you probably didn't see?
Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, yes, it's me, Alex Hunted, and to roll call off, I'm also here with Jack and Andrea. Did I say your name right this time?
Yes, thank you.
Yay!
You're getting there.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. We finally got. We were supposed to have a fourth person, but he couldn't make it, so it's just going to be us three here today. And anyway, so like I said, I met Greg Sipes at MCM Expo in London last week, and he was awesome. He was just a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He did do a panel, but I sadly couldn't go to that because I had to pick up a friend. I had to pick up a friend who was also coming to MCM. I had to quickly go pick them up from the train station, so I sadly couldn't get in on his panel, which is a shame. But who knows? Hopefully he'll come next year, and I'll try again. But anyway, I got him to record a quick thing, which if you were watching this podcast on YouTube, you saw at the start of the thing, and I also got to talk to him for briefly, and also he talked about he signed something for me, and he signed it with the hashtag #SaveSeason6 on it as well, which I'll hopefully try and take a photo of and put it on the screen now if you're seeing it. Through the magic of editing. Which was nice, and like I said, we couldn't. I didn't when I did ask him about, like you said, I did introduce him and say, like, I'm the guy who runs like the Save Season 6 thing, and he's like, oh, it's you. He was really nice about it as well. He was like, he didn't say, and he said, I can't really talk about that, so sorry about that, mate, but I really do like the tweets that you guys send us. Which is always that thing, like if he said, no, I'm sorry, it can't happen, but he said, I can't talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, it just kind of makes you think that, I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that they're doing it or that they're going to do it or that they're in the process, but it just kind of makes me think that they haven't completely disregarded the idea yet, because, I mean, if there was absolutely no plans for it, he would have just said, sorry, there's no plans for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Then they're just absolutely sick of hearing about those questions.
That too. But, well, I mean,
if he was absolutely sick of hearing that question, he would have said, no, we're not doing it.
Right, or we would have just said, don't. Or in general, like, if they wanted us, I mean, not just the voice actors, in general, like CN, Warner Brothers, if they wanted us to stop asking, they would just flat out say no, I think. I mean, that's kind of the way, that's one of the ways to make us stop, or I don't know.
And also, it came out today that Teen Titans Go was the highest rated show on Cartoon Network for 2013, which, again, do you really need more hints to say that doing Season 6 would be a good idea?
Right.
I'm not sure if it's that. Oh, go. You go first. My bad.
You can go, that's fine.
I think that's more of a hint to them to say make more Teen Titans Go rather than actually make regular Teen Titans. Just from that.
I know, but it's saying it's someone, because ever since moron retard Steiner left, maybe someone actually would have been going, huh? This show, which is highly rated. I mean, not rated as in like critical review, because actually it's not doing too well in critical reviews. Sorry, but it's not.
I wonder why.
But it's saying, like, in ratings, as in viewing figures, it's doing quite well. I wonder what happens if we bring back the original show that people won't be pissed off about. I don't know. It's saying it, and the cats again. Like, if it just seemed like something is going to. There is something happening which they can't tell us about. We have no idea what it is, but they just can't tell. They're just not telling us about, and. Also, it might be the viewing figures, but I don't know if you know, but the merchandise for Teen Titans Go and the DVD sales haven't been that good, have they?
I don't think so. Well, for what? For Teen Titans or for what?
Teen Titans Go. Like, they released like the DVD of the series. I don't think they've been selling too well.
Because it's a show you must absolutely rewatch to get the full content.
Yes, that's why they do a whole hour block on Cartoon Network where it's free repeats and one new episode. Which, by the way, has the first series ended yet?
I think so. No, it ends in June next month.
Oh yes, it's got that crappy puppet episode.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Well, the entire episode is played out in puppets.
real life puppets.
They literally ran out of budget for animation, so they went for literally
Is that-
string puppets. Where I think it might be part of the quotation mark joke that you see the strings.
Are you
Joke.
serious? They ran out of animation, or is that just your theory?
That's my theory. Like,
Oh, okay.
because what's cheaper? What's cheaper than animation?
A
Just
lot,
come-
actually.
Yeah.
Animation is not cheap. Just Adobe Flash is cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of got the feeling that by the end of the season they were running out of money when they were replaying clips from the original series,
Yeah.
just redubbing them.
Honestly, I really don't like the way they started joking around with like one of the best scenes from Trouble in Tokyo. I just don't like that, personally.
I don't know. I could see what they were trying for, but
Yeah, but I mean, it's bad enough that they're like flaunting
not-
the names and actors and voice actors just so people will watch the show. I mean, I don't really want them to start messing with the original show too. I mean, if they do make season 6, that's kind of separate. But like now, don't incorporate and go with the original. I just don't agree with that.
But it's
personally.
not like they're flat out insulting the original show. They're not like going, "Ha, this show,
It just kind of like,
this show that you liked. Why did you like that? Our show is so much superior." It's not like they're doing that.
true, but I don't know. I just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I mean, that's just me.
They are having
Quick
they did have a nitpick at the fans. I remembered, but yeah.
Quick disclaimer for people who don't know what scene you're talking about, including me. What scene were they parodying or ripping off?
They basically there was an episode called Dreams where they went inside each time was sleeping and they went inside the dreams, and Robin's dream was basically the animation from Trouble in Tokyo of him and Starfire kissing, but they just redubbed it.
In a very weird, stupid way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I didn't
yeah.
understand that. Anyway,
It's a bad show.
yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean it's and actually saying what's the highest rated show when it started. I think it's kind of like it's lost half its viewers. I keep on saying this, but I think looking at the rating, like it had started off with 2 million,
Yep.
and it's gone down to 1 million.
How much?
Like it started when the show first aired, it had 2 million views.
Yeah.
I think it's coming to the series coming to end. It's lost half its audience,
Wow.
which also
That's
could be.
that's-
Sorry, go ahead.
That's not a good sign that you're doing very successful. Just saying.
I will say this: the last show, one of the shows I do remember, like really well, like had a similar thing happen to it, and also wasn't regarded by fans as one of the best series. Was I think it was called Starship Enterprise. There was a series.
Star Trek.
I mean, yeah, Star Trek Enterprise.
Yes, that was pretty much the worst series from fans, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying that show started off with I think it had 5 million viewers, and by the end of the first season it dropped to 2.5 or something like that. It's or something like that. I don't know. I don't have the TV ratings on me, but I do remember like the shows like that. They do have a huge falling of declining of viewing figures after a long time, and I mean, hell, it's even in good shows that eventually go bad. It's showing. I mean, Family Guy's lost a crap ton of its audience, and that show was good.
Is this before or after they killed off Brian?
It was before they killed off Brian. They
Okay,
killed
and
off.
then they subsequently brought him back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they killed off Brian. The viewing figures went up. Then it was basically. I do see that as a very cheap move, basically just to get viewing figures.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. It's like the Simpsons are going to do it in the next season as well. Like they say they're going to kill off one of the characters that won I think not a BAFTA, an award for the voice acting, and it's not going to be any of the main cast, but I do think like one of the ones up for its contention is Sideshow Bob, and I think it's probably going to be him.
I don't know Simpsons, so I'll just take your opinion on that.
Sideshow Bob, played by Kelsey Grammer.
No.
No, do you know what I mean,
Oh.
Andrew?
What?
Sideshow Bob. there's that thing at The Simpsons, at the next series of The Simpsons, they're killing off one of the characters that won an award for the voice acting, and one of the people on that list is Sideshow Bob. So it's probably going to be him.
Probably. Yeah.
Now they're gonna kill
Yeah.
off Bart Simpson.
They better not. I don't want to riot door.
Actually, it's going back into DC news. I don't think we talked about this, did we, last time? So, what do you guys think of Ben Affleck's Batman suit?
It's all right.
Eh.
Nothing spectacular.
It's very
Yeah.
heavily. It's like I said. Like I agree with everyone who said. Like, it's very, very heavily influenced from The Dark Knight Returns,
Yeah.
the comic book there.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not really my favorite either. But well.
It's not too. The thing is, though, it's not too like. Silly. It's not too silly like some of the older films got. Like, God forbid, Batman and Robin. Bad.
Oh my god.
Nipples. And also, one thing I like to point out there is they gave Batman and Robin bat nipples, but they didn't give Batgirl.
That's kind of weird.
Wasn't it rated PG? I don't think
Yeah.
they could do that.
Fair point, but he's like saying double standards.
I think the name of the film is something more to talk about than the actual Batman suit. Batman
Oh,
vs
yes.
Superman: The Dawn of Justice. So there's
Sounds
going
like-
to be multiple Batman vs Superman films from that indication.
I don't
Well-
think so. I think it's just going to be this launching pad for the Justice League. And also, what I think is like that sounds like a title of a bad fan fiction. Like from the title, I fully expect Batman and Superman to bang at the end of it.
Well then, you can imagine that.
There's plenty of fan fictions of them doing it as well. So don't get me wrong. So don't say I'm the only one who thinks that.
Alright, in an attempt to move away from that,
God, you made him uncomfortable.
I'm
no,
pretty
it's
good at
such an
that.
awkward way to go.
You alright there, Jack?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Just drinking my
You were
water.
You were saying?
I didn't say anything else past that. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Shit.
Don't worry, man.
The Flash.
Oh yeah, did you see the trailer for the Flash? That honestly looks good, doesn't it?
Never heard of those.
But you know,
When does that come out anyway? Like when does
This
it start?
fall. Along
Ah.
with Gotham.
Gotham, I honestly do think does have some promise to it. It's a good idea, I think. We just gotta see how they pull it off.
What?
Gotham, you know, the TV show Batman.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah,
Jack?
it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard to hear you.
I think it might be your internet again. Is there any way you can get closer to your internet? Jack, are you still there?
And this is
I can't hear
another
you.
segment of Andrea's
No, it's all.
internet
I don't know what's going
problems.
on. It's not really coming through clearly on my
You're
end.
starting to break up on our end as well, so I think it might be you.
I can't hear you.
Yay! So I think, well,
What?
Jack. Oh dear. Hello? Can you hear us?
I'm uncomfortable watching comments in the car.
Hang on, I'm gonna end the phone. I'm gonna kick her out and put her back. We're only 14 minutes in. God damn it! How many times are we gonna have to do this?
Give her the boot.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay. Well, as I was saying, like, do you think? I think it's a good idea, don't you? Like, as long as they don't focus.
I
on...
think they're going at it from a strong angle right now. They have Killer Frost is going to be one of the main villains from the get-go, with
Really?
her name
Killer
being Caitlin Snow. They're going to have Zoom straight from the start at some point.
Is this Gotham or the Flash?
No, the Flash. Oh, I thought
right,
you were
sorry.
referring to the Flash.
Yeah. I meant. Sorry. No, go on with the Flash. Sorry. Yeah.
I think. Have you seen the episodes in Arrow where Grant Gustin has appeared as Barry Allen?
Yes. No, actually, no, I haven't because I don't have the. Hello. Can you hear us?
Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. My iPad usually doesn't do this.
Do you know what happened?
No, honestly, my iPad usually works fine. I mean, how many Titans talks have we done? But I don't know, just kind of.
I think this is our 7th one, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, if it happens again, I'll just use my phone.
Okay. But anyways, it's in the Flash. Yeah. I don't have. But saying I've looked at. I have watched it, but not on television.
Netflix, we'll say that.
Yeah, let's say Netflix. Yeah, I have actually, and he does kind of come off like the Flash from like the Justice League cartoon, and because I can't claim to have read much about the Flash in comics, but I do know a lot about. I'd say a lot. I like the Flash in the DC, the Justice League cartoon.
So the Wally West Flash.
Is it Wally West Flash? Is it?
Yeah, he's not Barry Allen.
Yeah, but isn't the Flash series going to be Barry Allen though?
Yeah, it is Barry Allen, but he's saying he acts a lot more like Barry Allen. No,
Yeah.
he acts more like Wally West than he does Barry Allen.
He does a bit like in
But I've seen posts on Tumblr people saying the same thing.
But I will say this: Barry Allen was a pretty boring Flash, though.
Well, yeah, he was just an absent-minded scientist for the most part. They need to give him more of a personality rather than that.
So they killed him off and gave it to Wally West. I do
Yeah,
know that
Wally
from
West
the
exists
comics.
before he died.
I know.
Yeah, but didn't he come back? Didn't he just come back like a few years ago before the New 52 though?
Yep, he came back at the end of Final Crisis and was a big player in Blackest Night.
Was he? I mean, I don't read Flash, but was he a little bit better or no?
He was a lot funnier, from what I remember. So it's keeping in tone with recent Flash then.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of like the idea of like them. I mean, when before the New 52, I mean, Grayson and Bruce Wayne were both Batman. Like, what's wrong with having two Flashes? I mean, they have like a million Green Lanterns, so I don't understand why they couldn't just keep that in New 52. But no, they had to take it off. Did
We
you guys
hate
Dick
them.
Grayson had to become a spy.
He's a spy now.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Please remind me, or I will go into a fitful rage for 20 minutes about why I don't like that. Anyway, have you guys heard about what they did to Wally now?
Isn't he from the future or something like that?
And he's like a new Black Flash or something, and he has this like weird outfit, and I don't even know. Yeah.
Because the New 52, we can't just bring back a character.
We can't have bright colors.
No. And we can't have the characters like we can't have any of the characters act anything like they did in the reboot in the original universe. I mean, for God forbid
Just look at what they did to Connor Hawk.
God forbid having like an alien character who was a very prominent member of the Teen Titans who was very happy and bubbly and all that, and just turning into a cold, sexless icon. I'm not getting into this rant again.
Don't remind me, please. No, you can rant all you want. I just don't want to. I don't want to get pissed at Lobdell all over again. I feel like I want to go egg his house next year.
Do you know I've asked a friend to see if he can get the comic for me, but Lobdell has written there's that new comic book series called Secret Origin.
Yeah,
No.
they're gonna do the new Starfire Origin.
Yeah,
I heard.
written by Scott Lobdell. So
You know he's gonna fuck it up.
yeah.
Well, what else is he? Well, I mean, really, what are we gonna expect? Her origin's pretty much already screwed. I mean, her relationship with Grayson wasn't very important. She's a goldfish without memory, or they kind of fixed that. They kind of didn't. She's apparently.
She doesn't. It's complicated what they're saying about her memory, but yeah.
So what's so different about it? It's the same crap, and she was never Teen Titans, so. And she may have known Grayson. That's kind of the only thing that's still the same. So it doesn't really matter if they change how she got her powers or whatever. It really doesn't matter.
It's really complicated what they're now doing. Is she's not as vapid as bimbo and sex crazy as she was, but she's just complicated now.
You're going to tell me that picture that you sent us a couple months ago of like her like posing on the car is not like a sex symbol.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're not still doing the sex symbol thing.
Still sees her as a sex object, no matter what.
I mean,
See, we can't remember what we are changing anymore.
Honestly, the DC universe is. I keep on saying this. They wanted to do the New 52 universe because they thought the old universe got too convoluted. But they've only had this universe for 3 years now. It's already far too convoluted.
Yeah, it's even worse in my opinion. Why don't they just? Isn't the whole point? Let me ask you a question.
I think
What?
it's your mic. You're rubbing your mic against something. Something's been
I'm not
rubbing.
moving.
No, not you, Jack. It's Andrew.
Wait, what am I doing?
We can hear like a rubbing sound on the. But anyway, yeah. It's saying like, what's that new one they're doing now? That new event coming? It's Future at War or whatever it is.
not Civil War.
Oh yeah, isn't Batgirl supposed to be now some kind of like? I heard something about like part Bane, part I don't know what. I don't even know what the hell this.
Oh, is Bane gonna break Batgirl instead of Batman?
No. I think someone said that Babs is supposed to be like evil, or I read this on Tumblr. She's supposed to be like evil, like part Bane, part I don't even know. Here, you know what? I'm gonna
Really?
look up the I'm gonna look up the post.
Wait, no, it can't be because it's being written by Gail Simone and she knows what she's doing. She knows how to write a character.
For Future's End though, not the main thing.
Guys, I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What will break first, your patience or your bank account?
My patience, really. It's on its last thread with DC right now, anyway.
Where's the last straw that'll break the camel's back, Alex?
I honestly have no idea.
Are you looking for it?
Probably seeing what they do for the costume of Wonder Woman. If they fuck that up and make it like so showing far too much skin and make it basically look like she's just eye for eye candy, then I would have given up. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done.
Gail Simone doing her, so that's a good note. So I don't think that'll happen.
No, I mean,
what's the last straw for you, Jack? Like, what do you think is like the last thing you'd tolerate?
Honestly, right now, I'm hoping DC fails.
I do too.
I honestly hope they go for the same, because Marvel nearly went bankrupt in, I think, in the 80s or 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They went bankrupt. That's why they got bought out by Disney.
No, it wasn't. No, because that was a few years ago. Because Disney bought them a few years ago. No, I mean like
you're saying one of the multiple times they've nearly gone bankrupt.
Marvel didn't go bankrupt. DC didn't buy them for because DC bought Marvel because basically Disney wanted to own everything.
You just said DC wanted to buy Marvel.
I mean, no, sorry, Disney. I meant DC. They both begin with D. Goddammit, give me a break.
Oh, guys, I found that post now. You want me to read it to you?
Okay.
Okay, so it's talking about Future's End. Basically, it's set 5 years in the future, and all the heroes in Future's End are either evil or do questionable things. Batgirl will be part Batman, part Bane, and Dick Grayson is going to be the New 52 version of Red Star, a Russian hero. It's not like a actual DC post, like a post I read someone write about when some anonymous person asked him about Future's End.
Right.
So
and this was a guy at the head of DC, or just some random person?
No, this is someone who runs the FEI Dick and Babs blog, but she knows her stuff because she does read. She reads all the news about what's going on with Dick and Babs because she's running the blog for them, so she knows her stuff, and it's pretty much like announcements and stuff.
Right. Because they did release covers. They did release covers for all the Future Wars thing. I can't remember if I saw the Dick and Bab one, but like of course I looked for the Red Hood and the Outlaws one. Straight went look, see what that was. Actually looks alright because it's basically the Future one is the Red Hood pissed off Jason and Starfire so much so they're no longer the Outlaws.
Thank God. Oh, if only that were canon.
I don't know if this is going to be canon because basically what they're saying is
it's going to be everything in Future's End. At least from what I've read, everything in Future's End is going to be like a one shot or some kind of alternate universe. I don't think it's going to be mainstream.
Again, so DC DC started the New 52 to get rid of all the other universes and because they think the main universe is too convoluted to then start doing it again.
Genius.
Oh dear, but yeah. Actually, go on. So you said we've got. Did it know how many episodes is the Flash going to be getting for its first run?
I think it's going to be the standard 20. They did one pilot and then it immediately got greenlit for an entire season.
So is it going to be? Does the pilot class as one episode, or is it going to be? So is it going to be?
Yeah, the pilot is one episode. If you want to be technical, I think it's like Arrow episode 0, but.
Yeah, I was just what villains do you think will show up in the Flash? Obviously, you said Zoom's going to be in there. Do you think what's his name, Mirror-Man?
Probably.
Captain Boomerang.
I would love to see them try to do a serious version of Captain Boomerang.
Oh God.
Oh man, anything's possible. John Wesley Snipes, the original Flash, is going to be in it as Barry's dad for flashbacks, which I think is awesome.
Yeah,
Do you know if they might ever incorporate Wally in the show, or probably not?
Probably not. I don't think it's necessary.
They've got Jason Todd. They've got not Jason. Sorry, they got Roy Harper in.
Arrow. That's
yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
True.
And there was one line which makes me kind of worry because you know, there's one line that Roy says like, "I lost someone really close to me too once," and I'm kind of hoping. I hope that person where he said that someone isn't Leanne.
It probably is knowing DC.
You know, Leanne.
I mean, they killed her off. They cut up his arm, and then they wiped her out of existence. So.
Because again, I would actually like to see the Cheshire Roy like thing play out on. Because she hasn't appeared. She hasn't appeared like, in live action yet, has she?
No. And if the character is Leanne, then we're not going to see her either.
I thought he was referring to his mom when he said he lost someone close to him.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because
I assume that was the obvious thing.
yeah,
but
it could be Leanne. But God damn it, what? That's one of those ones where like DC. It's like the thing that DC killed off Leanne, well, whoever's killed off Leanne because they thought it would add character to Roy Harper.
They destroyed his character.
Yeah. Do you know, out of all the characters who I think needed a reboot, I thought Roy Harper really did need a reboot.
And then
how many
not
names
the
has
new
he
one
gone
though.
through?
3, 2. I don't know.
It was Speedy, Red Arrow, Speedy,
No,
Arsenal.
it was Speedy, Arsenal, then Red Arrow, then he went back to Arsenal. No, Speedy, Arsenal, then he became Red Arrow, then when his arm got cut off, he went back to Arsenal. And now he's Arsenal again in the New 52.
Mm-hmm. He also has a brand spanking new snazzy hat.
Oh god, don't remember that stupid hat.
It's also, I'm kind of wondering, because Cheshire has also been introduced to Roy Harper as well in the New 52 universe. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering what they're going to do with that. And they have already flirted as well.
Yeah, but I don't think Lobdell's gonna want to separate Starfly and Roy. So
Because as we know, that's really getting the fans together.
what?
Because I see loads of people shipping Roy and Star, Roy Corey. Yeah,
Yeah, not as much
all
as
up in
yeah,
that fandom. I'm being sarcastic.
not so many people actually. More, I mean, some people that like the comic, but not so many as you might think.
Mm-hmm. Still baffles me why Red Hood Outlaws is still being made.
Because there are enough people buying it that they will keep making new issues.
But it's a constant source of problems for DC, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I mean, they've cancelled Dick Grayson's book because he's a spy now. Did you, by the way, that final issue came out? Has anyone read it?
No.
What?
Of Nightwing. The final issue of
Nope.
Nightwing came out. Has anyone read it?
No. I've only heard about bits and pieces, but I haven't read it.
Yeah. Because as you know, if Dick Grayson wants to go to a safe place, he needs to move to Russia.
Brilliance.
Well, like I said, he's gonna be the new version of Red Star now.
Accordingly, but no, he's a spy now. And anyway, Red Star.
No, I know. I'm being sarcastic because it's gonna be in Russia and because yeah. I know.
And
Who's
anyway,
Red Star again?
Russian. He's a Russian superhero. He actually does have powers as well. I think he's got like he was in the Teen Titans cartoon for one episode as well, wasn't he?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He's the one guy who always kept himself in like the self-contained room, right?
Which also started a shipping of Red Star and Starfire. So if we make Dick Grayson Red Star.
Everybody, people ship Dick and Corey with everybody for some reason.
Like, I don't understand why people ship. I can kind of understand why people ship Dick and Raven in the cartoon, but I don't understand why they do it. They still want it in the comic because, quite frankly, Raven in the comic from Raven in the show is kind of completely different.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, she is still isolated, but she's far more.
Evil.
Well, yeah, she turns evil every other week.
True.
Well, I always thought that the biggest difference between them is that her allegiance is always very questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Not like she's very different in the cartoon. I will admit that. I will agree with you on that.
But I'm saying, like, the Teen Titans cartoon did change a lot of characters. Like, I mean, let's go for, like, Jinx for one. Like, she was Indian in the comics, wasn't she?
You know,
I thought she had a mohawk.
Yeah, like a huge difference would probably be Terra. Like honestly, it's so
Yeah.
freaking different.
Also, like say, if
you
you
go
watch
from-
Linkara's, he did a whole month of videos about the Teen Titans comic run. And he basically went, "All you thinking that Terra in the comics is some like tragic character, like she was in the cartoon show? No, she was a monster.
She's an asshole.
and had a sexual relationship with Slade. Spoilers.
Age 15.
Yep. It's like she can probably proudly walk away and say, "I had sex with Deathstroke and I lived." Or maybe
I
not.
died shortly after, though.
He shot his gun inside me, and I live."
Oh god.
I
Yep.
Zing.
couldn't
I
finish.
don't. This is not appropriate for a podcast. I don't even
This
care.
is a
though.
PG podcast.
Is it? People
I
don't
don't
watch
know.
my
It's
channel,
the
Teen
right?
Titans was PG, so I don't know.
Bitches, it's moved up to PG-13 now.
Okay.
Oh dear. No, as I say,
Alex, you're laughing like you're like a naughty little schoolboy.
oh, yeah, I'm 12 years old secretly.
I know.
Actually, speaking of DC, what do you guys think is going to happen with Gotham?
No
What do you?
idea.
Because, like I said, they've said there's Penguin and Catwoman and Poison Ivy are going to be in it.
Riddler and
Riddler.
Two-Face.
And is he? Oh yeah, they're saying they have. I'm honestly, if they bring in the Joker, I know exactly what the storyline is going to be, and I'm going to call it.
Which
What?
one from The Killing Joke, Alex?
No, because that's going to be because Batman, because he was like the same age as Batman, wasn't it? Well, like 10 years older, or something like that in Batman in the Killing Joke. No, because this is like when Bruce is still like a young boy, so Joker would probably be, I don't know, in his early teens, something like that. I'm saying he's going to be like the bullied kid at school or something like that. He's like
Probably.
Who,
He's
the
like-
Joker or Bruce Wayne?
the Joker.
I thought you were just going to say his origin story was the same one from the 1989 Batman film.
No, that was in like why he goes into crime or something like that, because
Yeah.
he's going to be like the guy who constantly gets beaten down and like spat on by life, and all he wants to do is make people laugh.
Mhm.
But it depends how they pull it off. I mean, I'm actually also interested to see if they do a Mr. Freeze one. Like they could show like him and what's her name? You know, his wife who he.
No, I'm not sure.
You know-
I know the wife you're talking about, but if they do Mr. Freeze, we have to get Arnold Schwarzenegger to be.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we don't. No, we don't. Well, actually, okay, I'll give one thing to Batman and Robin. Arnold Schwarzenegger definitely looks like he's having fun during that film.
I'll kill you next.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! That's wrong on so many levels.
Why is that?
Well, one, it wasn't the Ice Age that killed the
Wait,
dinosaurs.
what?
You know that line in Batman and Robin where Mr. Freeze goes, "What's killed the
Hello?
dinosaurs? The Ice Age." No, a giant meteorite killed the
Hello?
dinosaurs.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, are we getting another version of Andrea going to be lagging out?
Guys, can you like call me back again?
Yep. Yes, we are.
Technical difficulties with Andrea.
Take a shot, everybody.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. How long have we got you left for, by the way, Jack?
You
15
got at
minutes?
least another half hour.
Oh, have it? Okay. As, I was saying, is like, I could also see them like doing little hello.
Sorry.
I could see them like doing little nods to like other superheroes, like Superman or something like this. Like they go, in Metropolis the other day, a strange asteroid was seen crashing out the outskirts of Metropolis or something like that.
Well, I don't even know they're gonna do that in this in Gotham because it's not taking place in like the same universe as Flash and Green Arrow.
I know, but they're still like they're probably going to do hints to like other parts or something like that, or there could like be a poster that says "Coming soon, the Flying Graysons" or something like that. Because I know people are saying, "Oh, they can't do the Flying Graysons because Dick Grayson wasn't born yet." No, but the Flying Graysons, I think they said, was a family thing, like from generations or something like that. So, you know,
So an Easter egg, basically.
yeah. And I'm also expecting like Gordon's wife to be pregnant with Babs at some point.
Wait, for what? For Gotham or for what?
For Gotham.
Oh.
I'm fully expecting like at some point there's going to be you know, like at the end of the series or something like that. She's going to be Gordon's wife's going to be pregnant with Barbara.
And do you think they'll show? Do you think they'll show you like young Dick Grayson or not?
Probably not. I don't think he'd be
No,
born at
because
that
young
point.
Dick Grayson is the same as basically Batman. Because they couldn't show. Because I think isn't Barbara older than Dick, or is it depend on what
A
universe
little.
it is?
I think now the age, and then in 52 it's the same age now. I think it's like 3, 4, maybe 5 years older. Not by too much, I don't think.
Hmm. Yeah.
By Dick Grayson, not that much. By every other, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I was saying, what else would they do? What could they do? Like I said, I like what they're doing with Catwoman. She's a street girl basically.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who stumbles across? I think she's gonna stumble across. From the looks of the trailer, it looks like Bruce is looking like he's gonna jump off the top of Wayne Manor, but Barbara's actually looking at not Barbara. I mean Selina's on the out, like looking. I think she's going to gonna rob Wayne Manor, but she sees Bruce and they're gonna stop. From the looks of the trailers, it looks like that's gonna happen.
Hmm.
Wait, how old is Selina in this series?
I think she's the same age as Bruce, or I think she's actually actually looking at her, she looks older. Like a couple.
Well, Bruce is a little kid in this series.
She looks
Believe
older.
so, yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? I'm saying, let's see what they do. I honestly do think Gotham has a bit of a good thing going for it, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. It's got
Maybe.
potential.
Yeah, as long as they don't like. I don't. What approach do you think they're going to do? Like a NCIS sort of thing, but in Gotham or something like that.
I think it might boil down to that for a while.
Yeah, because they can't
Who
really
knows?
do. Who else could they? Who else? They could actually. No, actually, no. They couldn't do Deathstroke.
Could they
could
do Hugo Strange?
They could do Hugo Strange. Actually, yeah.
That could work.
They could do Hugo Strange. Maybe he's like the psychiatrist. Like Bruce needs to see a psychiatrist or something like that. Because wasn't Hugo Strange a psychiatrist or something like that?
I really don't know.
He's some kind of doctor.
Yeah, I think so. Psychologist, maybe?
A doctor of messing with your mind.
Well, that's kind of what I figure. I don't know.
Yeah. Isn't Hugo Strange also one of the few villains that actually know who Batman is?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Or, I mean, I haven't read much comics with him in it, but didn't he say he knew who he was in like that animated movie, Justice League and Crisis on Two Earths or something like that?
He also knows who he is in
The Arkham games.
In the Arkham game, but he's dead now, isn't he?
Yep.
Did he die in the Arkham? I can't remember.
No
I
idea.
don't know.
Yes, he did. He got stabbed by Ra's al Ghul.
Haha.
I remember that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Arkham games, what do you think of? Do you see the new trailer for Arkham Knight?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm calling this one. I'm calling this now. The other guy in the Batman suit is Jason Todd.
You really think so?
Maybe.
You know the guy at the end of the trailer who like decks Batman and points the gun at him? That's going to be Jason Todd.
For what game?
The new Arkham game, Arkham Knight. It honestly does look like it might be Jason Todd.
Maybe. Or, yeah.
Do you guys think they'll get Mark Hamill back for that game or no?
Well, Joker's kind of dead. Which, by the way,
Oh,
I
yeah,
also
right, shit.
You forgot that, didn't you?
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
I haven't played Arkham City in so goddamn long.
You're gonna play it.
Yeah, so like, which again, actually, you say bold move for killing off the Joker.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see what they do with it, because Harley Quinn's in the next game, so I wonder what they're going to do with her.
It's a revenge
knows?
subplot.
Maybe.
Well,
I
they did that
guess
for
so.
DLC, didn't they?
Hmm.
Who knows? Like it's saying in the game, actually, you can get DLC. They're saying it's going to be DLC so that you can play as Harley Quinn. So I don't know if it's going to be like the same like they did with Catwoman in Arkham City, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Uh, which, by the way, her new outfit in the new game looks like it's a cross between her one from Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Harley's.
Harley's, yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. Compared to some stuff that DC's been publishing, it's not
Yeah.
nearly as bad.
That's true.
Her new 52 outfit,
Oh god, no.
which is
She
basically
really
just a
looks like a
corset.
courtroom jester now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't they change Harley Quinn's origin as well in the new 52?
I think so.
Like, she got dumped in the same vat of chemicals the Joker did.
Oh Jesus.
But I think the Joker pushed her in or something like that. Just
Doesn't
because, you
surprise
know...
me.
Because,
Because
you
her
know...
character can't be interesting. That's the thing.
Well, no, it's the same. It's well, she's not, again. Actually, that's one of the things. Apparently, in the future war, actually saw this. It was in the official DC thing that in the future war for the Harley Quinn comic is her and Joker getting married.
Oh god.
But it's saying if you've seen the new Harley Quinn comic, it's basically a very tongue-in-cheek comic. It's like very played for laughs.
Yeah.
But it's saying the new Arkham. It's finally nice that we can drive the Batmobile, which I've been wanting to do for ages. Is drive the Batmobile in a Batman game. Like, I mean, we could do it in the Lego game, but does the Lego game really count? Jack, you still there?
I'm looking up
Alright.
if Harley still actually has a new origin or it's new. Can't tell. I
It's
think
like-
it's the same origin actually.
Yeah. They're saying like she is one of the characters, one of the few characters who they brought in because of her popularity in TV show. I mean, they changed Mr. Freeze's origin because of the animated Batman show, didn't they? Like
I believe
originally he was just a guy who froze people.
Hmm.
But now they actually changed because the animated storyline was obviously we all know, which was so good. It's such a good origin story. It's so
Which is I haven't seen it in a while. It's basically the disease is eating up his body, right? So he has to keep turning to new suits.
But also, he's trying. His wife has the same disease. Well, no, sorry. His wife got the disease, so in trying to cure her, he accidentally got the disease as well because I can't remember what company it was shut down his research and was going to unplug her, like take her off life support, and he resisted and got hit by chemicals as all supervillains and superheroes do, and turned into Mr. Freeze.
Hmm.
But yeah, there was also which again, also who actually I did look at this the other day. In the old universe they brought in Cinderblock because of him in the Teen Titans cartoon.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, I never knew that.
he wasn't. He was Cinderblock was invented for the comic, and they brought him in like to the. Sorry, he was invented for
Yeah,
the show,
didn't,
but they
didn't they
brought
do
him
the
in.
same with Mas and Manos?
No, I think they were actually in the comic, but they were like in the old comics.
Oh, because I don't know why I read somewhere that they brought them in because of the cartoon, or they gave them like a different part. I don't know. I read that somewhere.
Like for some time as well, they changed Beast Boy's outfit to the one in the cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like going back full circle to Teen Titans.
Oh, actually, from what I'm reading right now, you know how we thought that they might take Flash from the new Flash series instead of giving him an origin movie?
Yeah.
Apparently, Zack Snyder said that the CW's Arrow could possibly play a major character in the Justice League movie that's going to be directed and released in 2018.
So this is going to be in the same universe then, from what he's saying.
Yeah.
What era?
Arrow, and if Arrow's in, because Arrow's in the same universe as the Flash universe, so
Yeah.
which also means actually they could have more than one female superhero in that damn movie instead of just Wonder Woman. They could have Black Canary, but she's not really Black Canary from the comics, is she? In Arrow,
The identity is kind of split. The Canary is with her sister, but the name stays with Laura. It's weird.
like who else is there?
Huntress was there and then wasn't there, but
Oh, speaking of female superheroes, did you hear that? I think Marvel has said they're going to do a Ms. Marvel film.
no, they
Oh,
are.
really?
They
It's
are?
not It's not a speculation. It's a thing.
Yeah, I think they've just started it now, haven't they? Like, not filming or anything. They've just basically said, "Okay, we're doing it. Right, let's get started."
I
So,
think.
who do you think would play a good Miss Marvel?
No
I
idea.
have not read enough of Miss Marvel, so or any Miss Marvel for that matter, so I
I
can't
don't
give
read
an
Marvel, so-
idea.
I mean, who knows? I mean, we really do need a good female superhero movie. Like, there has not been a good standalone female superhero movie, has there?
Nope.
I mean, there's been a female superhero in superhero movies, but it's usually been like a team up thing. Like, you
Well,
know,
there have been female superhero movies that have ended in tragedy.
That's true.
Which, by the way, you're saying if you did like which I'm also thinking about doing a top 10 list of worst superhero movies. Half of them I think will be female superhero movies. I mean, god damn it, you've got Catwoman, Supergirl, Elektra. Who else? I think actually that's kind of it. Actually,
Supergirl.
I said Supergirl, yeah.
Did? Okay.
But I'm saying
So-
also, you could do the Ghost Rider, put the Ghost Rider films in there. God.
Oh, jeez.
And
Maybe Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, Jack. Do you still hate that movie as much as I do?
kind of simmered down. I don't really care about it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm moving on to the next big hate, which will almost no doubtly be Transformers 4.
Oh, by the way, we need to. I haven't. Speaking of, I haven't seen the new X-Men movie yet, so that's why I'm not talking about it now. We will be doing a Titans movie talk for that.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't because I've been busy. I think I'm gonna see it next week.
I saw it. Yay.
Yay! So you're gonna try and be a part of the next Titan talk, the Titans movie talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm not gonna talk about it now, but I definitely liked it.
I've not seen it. I've been meaning to.
I'm gonna see it next week as well. So.
I recommend it though.
Yeah. Which again, saying, which actually, which from what I'm reading about it, they've actually there's a part in the movie where they literally do go, okay, you know, X-Men 3 and Wolverine, Origins Wolverine. Yeah, they're not in continuity anymore. Go away. They don't. Those films aren't in continuity. I'm saying it's not really spoilers, is it? That.
No.
Not sure. Those can only be good things.
Yeah. Okay, here's the question. Which is worse, Last Stand or Origins Wolverine?
For what?
Worst X-Men movie.
I've only seen one. I will not comment.
Origins is by far the worst. I like actually Last Stand. Like just watching it. I like it in that sense.
Yeah, I say they did have one of the most perfect castings as well in Last Stand, which was Kelsey Grammer as Beast. He was so good, like he was so good as the Beast. Like he was like you actually saw him, his voice and how he looked. That was like, yes, that's the Beast. You picked it perfectly. But saying like Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian as Magneto and Professor X, again, just absolute perfect choices. Like I said, that's also a video I should do as well. Top 10 best superhero castings.
I actually have to ask this. Andrea, you saw the film, right?
Yeah.
Was there a post-credit scene alluding to anything about the next movie, which has Apocalypse in it?
I don't remember. You mean like as soon as the movie ended? I don't remember seeing one. I don't believe so.
I think there was actually.
I don't
I think
remember.
there's supposed to be.
I don't know, cause you mean like after the credits or?
Yeah.
Yeah, after credits, like not
I
main cast
can't.
list, and then.
Oh no, and I don't know. I can't answer that for you because like as soon as my mom didn't like the movie, so as soon as it was over, she dragged me out of there. Yeah, she didn't like it, so she dragged me out as soon as it was over, so I couldn't really stay to see if there was one or not.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. You're gonna have to find out yourself.
Guess we gotta find out ourselves. And.
No.
Well, shucks.
I hope they do undo. I hope they undo the mistake of basically killing off half the bloody cast in Last Stand.
I don't think they do. There are a lot of cameo appearances from just the casting list. Cyclops and Phoenix actually are supposed to be in this at one point, from what I'm seeing.
But saying like, who could it? Who knows? I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers.
I think what they might do is, since they're screwing with the past in this film, I guess they might just try and pull an entire reboot card on the franchise.
Probably.
Who knows?
Because I mean, I don't really see from. I'm not gonna give spoilers, but from how I saw, at least how the movie ended. I mean, I didn't see any spoiler or whatever for Apocalypse, because like I said, my mom dragged me out of there. But I can't really comment about the way the movie ended. I mean, I don't really see much room for another movie. But well, at least not for continuing what was in Days of Future Past.
Actually, speaking of X-Men, you know, what's his name?
Who?
Who plays Wolverine? And I can't remember his name, and I'm going to...
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, sorry, yes.
My God.
He's getting old at this, so I'm saying, you know how, was it Channing Tatum said he's going to be playing Gambit now? Do you think he's going to replace Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman? Because Hugh Jackman can't do this for much longer.
I don't see why he could be bored of the role, but he's only 45 years old. He shouldn't be that. He's not that old.
Oh, actually, that's true, but you're saying, like...
he has to be bored of the role.
He's not, clearly, because he's actually a huge comic book fan as well, actually, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I think.
They said, he could, they're saying, but it's like, eventually they're going to have to pass on the reins, aren't they? Like, you know how Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be doing Iron Man for much longer.
Well, that depends if they kill him off in the next Avengers movie.
I don't think they will.
They always could.
I mean, incredibly ballsy of them if they did.
Oh, without the Iron Man, without the arc reactor in his chest, he's not really Iron Man anymore.
Nope.
There's only one way to go. There's only one place to go from that: death. That or him becoming the guy in charge of Shield with Nick Fury gone.
Actually, I hear that's because Nick basically, this is spoilers for Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Basically, Nick Fury does a runner because he's basically Shield's brought to its knees, and because everyone knows.
No. If you want to know more, go see the movie or go watch the review.
Oh yes, you could do that. They're saying so. He did that in the comic as well, didn't he? Tony Stark took over the.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that they might do that.
And then he had an affair with Black Widow. Yeah, they did that. I can remember they did that as well. There's another one of their genius moves. Well, it's even Marvel are prone to making stupid ideas.
The track record right now is better than DC's, though.
Yeah.
I think we can say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
In
speaking of
all areas,
actually, also
except for animated shows.
Speaking of Marvel movies, well, I don't know. I think I've said it. DC make better animated movies. Marvel make better live action movies. DC used to make better live cartoon series, but they only have one at the moment, and that's of name we shall not mention.
TTG.
That piece of crap I hate. Yeah.
That which is worth less than toilet paper.
Yes.
Now, if they brought back Young Justice or Teen Titans, then they would have more good animated series. But since they got rid of them all, well.
Well, Young Justice died because they never advertised the toy lines. That's why.
Yeah, but didn't you guys hear it's on Netflix now because it's like the most watched show on Netflix.
Actually, also so is Teen Titans as well.
Is
Teen
that on
Titans
Netflix?
is also on Netflix, and it's actually one of the.
Isn't that only on Boomerang?
No, it's actually on Netflix as well. And it became I think it's one of the most viewed things on Netflix as well. Which again, nudge.
Yeah, but the thing is that we're pushing for Cartoon Network to make season 6, but they still have the license for it, especially with the Ghost series out. But Young Justice, Netflix is actually because I've been reading some comments from people. Netflix is literally pushing to possibly buy Young Justice to make their own season 3.
I don't know because they'll have to go.
I'm just telling you. Someone said that the DC is actually considering it.
They'd have because they'd have to go through Warner Brothers with that.
Or I don't know. I heard that someone was
because Warner Brothers own DC and Cartoon Network.
True, but still. I don't know, I just read somewhere that they were considering it. since Netflix is pushing it to like renew the show for their own thing, since it's like it's so viewed, and I don't know. That's what I heard anyway. For any Young Justice fans out there, check that out on the main Save Young Justice Facebook page. There's some information on that. I don't know much about it.
Which, guys, got a question for you. If they did bring back Young Justice, would you be less inclined to do more Save Season 6 stuff?
Never. I like Young Justice, but my heart will always be a Teen Titans.
Same with me, really.
I mean, I did like Young Justice, a cool show, and I do want it back, but I mean, if they do Netflix, that's its own thing. Yeah. I'd rather just have, if they could be on two separate networks, that would be better in my opinion. And if not, I would, if I had to choose between the two, Teen Titans all the way.
It would mean like I liked Young Justice, but I love Teen Titans, and
right there with you.
Young Justice, at times to me was a bit too humorless. Like at times you were like, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Well, I mean the point is that it was more serious. Though.
I know, but also it was like at times it was like the Young Justice show featuring Batman, starring Batman, with more Batman.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the whole point of Teen Titans is that Robin and his team are like separate from the Justice League. From the
which is one of the best things they did with Robin and the Teen Titans as well. Was they barely referenced him to Batman. Like
that's true.
Because they wanted to say like. They wanted to make Robin his own hero. They wanted to go, look, this is Robin, the sidekick of Batman. No, this is Robin, his own hero.
Yeah, and that was Dick Grayson, just like what he did in the comics, sort of.
That's why he became Nightwing as well.
Yep.
Which, by the way, is anyone who is becoming the new Nightwing, or are they not doing that?
No, I don't think there's actually a new Nightwing. I mean, I know Harper Row is going to be Bluebird, but it's not literally a new Nightwing. I mean, she's not taking up the actual name, and the costume's similar. I mean, it's sort of like it, I guess, but she's not actually taking up the mantle like when Bruce was lost in time and Dick became Batman. It's a little bit different. I mean, I guess she is kind of taking in the role in a unofficial way, but I don't think anyone's actually becoming Nightwing. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Who's becoming Bluebird?
Harper Row, isn't it?
Roy Harper? What?
Or was it someone else?
It's a girl. It's a girl becoming a Bluebird.
Artemis.
Wasn't it? No, wasn't it Harper? I could have sworn it was Harper, isn't it? I could have sworn I read somewhere that it was Harper.
Somehow.
No, that was a joke. In the New 52, they introduced Artemis for one chapter.
Oh yes, I forgot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good way to draw in new readers, DC. Just saying.
I can't believe they did that.
Especially after canceling Injustice.
Oh,
they want to get rid of all traces of the show.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh dear, that was hilarious.
That's why I partially think that's why they brought back.
Do you think they would bring back? Do you think they'll? Because like you said, death isn't final in comics. So do you think they would bring her back?
She had no abnormal metahuman powers, so probably not.
But that's kind of what I don't get, though. They want to eradicate the show, so that's what they did in comics. And yet, if anyone's seen Son of Batman, Nightwing has pretty much the exact same Nightwing costume. Literally, the Nightwing from Son of Batman looks like like the future version of the Nightwing from Young Justice.
Really?
Because Nightwing looks because Nightwing is far better in the color blue than he is red. Why did they change his emblem to red?
I'm not talking about the color. I'm talking about like the actual symbol looks like the actual setup of the costume and symbol doesn't look like it does from the old comics. It looks like exactly like it does in Young Justice, just like he's older. That's all. Like the costume literally looks exactly like the Young Justice costume from the show. Like same way they drew the armor, same way they draw the symbol. Even the mask. The only difference is that his hair was longer, he was older.
Yeah. Actually, the same with Jack. I'm not sure how long we got, Jack. Have you got, Jack?
I've got to go in just a few minutes.
Okay, so I think it's time we wrapped up, and anyway, we did an hour now. Anyway, so again, this was yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Come on, Alex.
Okay. Sorry. Someone came in the room. I had to talk to them. We whispered. Anyway, yeah, saying this was Titan Talks episode number. And that we're saying with as usual. If you want to help with season 6, don't forget to use the hashtag #SaveSeason6. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more stuff about that. Shameless promotion. for more stuff on Teen Titans and other stuff. If you also basically just keep on using the Save Season 6 hashtag. Also contact DC and Cartoon Network to tell them we want more Teen Titans, not Teen Titans Go. Well, make Season 6 because Teen Titans Go and stuff like that. But anyway, as I said, this was Titans Talk with me, Alex. And Andrea and Jack, and we'll see you guys next time. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Watch Trigun.